Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to Play the Hits. This is Chris Beck, and we're playing Super Mario RPG. How you doing tonight, Max?
Pretty good. Love you too, sweetheart.
And I love you too, baby.
Chris loves you too. Oh, we could just make any crap we want right here, I think.
That's right. I just realized I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Watch, we get like a secret weapon. Why the hell did that one just not make a sound? That's something you composed? No, that's not the right melody. Fuck you, Todovsky.
Oh, it's not. Okay. It's the last, once you do it, it's the last verse that you can freestyle, I guess.
Why did that dude stay put?
I think he wants to... Is that the one that made no sound?
Yeah. Did I maybe get one
He
right?
just... Oh.
Is that a thing?
I think you're probably right.
You just have
That
to
is
guess
where-
it until you get it?
That'll
have to be its own episode.
literally- I think it's literally this melody.
Oh, is that right?
Or either that, or it's like you figure out the notes from around the world. Because I remember this place also
okay.
being tied to Monstro Town and the
gotcha.
music. Or yeah, there's like a star. There's a few different songs that are right, or something like that. Like maybe you do one song that's right, and then it opens up like now there's a whole bunch of other different songs that'll get you different items, or something like that.
Okay.
There's a lot of secrets.
Yeah, there were a lot of secrets in this game.
Oh
I
my
don't
god,
remember
like
them
even
all.
just this. You don't have a card?
Yeah,
well,
right.
fun. You can get this piss drink. Like,
Party recovers 30 HP. Actually, that's actually really not bad. For
it's actually
one
good,
of-
especially at this point in this game. Yeah.
I'm just gonna sell 2 mushrooms, kind of make up some of that. Pure water defeats ghosts in a wink. I don't need too many of those. Heals status problems. That's a good thing to have. Honey syrup pick me ups. We want those. Okay.
This is very much a Super Nintendo RPG problem. Is the very limited inventory space.
Yeah, they really did that until FF5. Well, actually, though,
And-
this game came after FF5, but...
Yeah. And I know some of that was like hardware, maybe it was hardware limitation, but I think it was part of the challenge of the games. Like, I don't think about that so much anymore. Even in something like, say, Witcher 3 or something, when you can become encumbered, like, there's still so much room.
Right.
And most of the, like, the healing items and stuff like that, you can have infinite, basically.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really the horse saddles and armor that really weighs you down.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
in games like this, inventory management, it's almost like Resident Evil style. You really had to think about it and actively edit and prune that stuff.
This dude steal from me, or... Okay,
Some
no, it's a
shady
fight.
ass bandits.
Yeah, right, these dudes are goofy looking. Oh,
I
shit.
think that might be a thing they do. They might steal from you. I mean, they
Shit.
kind of look it.
Oh!
Their evasion is crazy.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And they're
Good
also
God!
wrecking you. Holy
What the hell is going on? Huh.
Burn for it.
Yeah, right, you burn. There we go. Guess we gotta use
I remember
magic.
there's like a little starfish or something in wow, Mallow just sucks and Mario's almost
Fuck you, Mallow. There we go.
okay.
It wasn't even
There's
worth
like a
using Mallow.
There's like a starfish in Monstro Town that definitely has a melody. He like dances out a melody, and that's something. That's one of the things you can do in that part of the pond.
Right.
But I don't know if it's the only one. I feel like there might be multiple melodies,
Huh.
but maybe there's like one
yeah.
melody you have to do first. I don't know.
Yeah,
I kinda feel like we'll
completely do not
figure it out.
remember.
There's a lot of secrets in this game, but I think most of them were, you could discover pretty, somewhat easily. Especially as kids when you had all the time in the world. And
Yeah, that's true. But
so we'll probably figure it out.
yeah, I was gonna say there's a couple of these side quests where I really just don't remember them at all.
Yeah. Like,
We'll
what did
see.
it say about you need a card membership or something? Like, it's like, I don't remember where you get
Yeah.
that.
Well, they did that like in FF4 too, right? Where you had the like special club where you could see all the strippers or something.
Yeah, there was that club in that one town you needed. But I think that was just like buy the membership card and it was super expensive.
Right. Was there like a practical purpose to that? Was there an item that you could only get in there, or was it just to see like the half-naked 16-bit sprites?
It was mostly that, and in the SNES version, like the version we got, I think there was like almost no, benefit to it.
Yeah, there was
But
nothing.
I think it was either the Japanese version or maybe it was just the DS version. I think there was like an inn or something that for
Yeah.
the rest of the game, it's like, hey, you could stay here for free. It wasn't worth the price,
No.
but there was some benefit,
Yeah,
and maybe there was like a drink or there was something that you could only get there
I got
because it was
you.
like a pub too. I think
Yeah,
that's a HP is good.
I think the HP is the one to go for this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. Oh, shit. He's just gonna keep dropping these guys. Damn. Okay, let's take him down again quickly. There we go. That'll do. Mallow actually came in handy there. So, how's your week going, Max?
Pretty good. Yesterday was a good day to the point. I mean, work has kind of sucked recently, I'll be honest. It's been long and difficult, and lately, for various reasons, I've had to put on these gowns for contact precautions, like
Oh, okay.
basically working with a lot of people on contact isolation for different reasons, and you just bake in these things. I've had to wear
Dude,
them for
that
like
would
an hour
suck.
and a half at a time, and I just felt like a sweaty potato today. I don't know, like literally a baked potato you put in the microwave and you forget about for a day, that's like wrapped in a wet crappy napkin. Like,
Dude,
that's what I felt like.
I'm getting a little hard right now, I'm not gonna lie.
What the fuck?
Sweaty Mexican, alright.
Mexican potato.
The Swetsican. I'm going to hell.
Well, yeah, tell me something I don't know.
Oh, damn, Mallow's HP. I guess so.
Yeah, dude, 6.
I mean, is it
Come
really
on.
worth it, though? Because, I mean,
Dude, you can
Really?
choose anything at random. Are you going to use Mallow
Yeah,
past a certain point in this?
that's really true. If I ever use him, it's going to be for his magic, so I'm just going to
That's true.
boost
that's
that.
true.
Who cares about his
And
HP?
it's a hard choice because he's not like a glass cannon, because he's not good at magic necessarily.
He's
I
not
mean, I
really
think you have
good
to-
at most things.
Yeah, I think you have to really be good at something to like Hope, where he's God.
Okay,
He's-
I'm apparently...
His HP
Yeah.
sucks, but he's so good at magic and what, synergist? I think that's what Hope was as well.
Oh, yeah, that's
Ramager's
right.
Synergist. But you had to keep him alive to use him,
Yeah, that was the
which
trick.
was not always easy. Wait, looked like you were on the water. I think
There's
that's
got to
just
be a way I
trick.
can move some of these in different directions. Because, like, there were other ones where I stepped on them twice and they went... Nah, whatever.
I think you have to go to different rooms.
Yeah.
Like maybe you could get to different rooms at different times.
Hey, look at this jack-off. What up? Give me your money, Shy Guy. Okay, those thieves, dick with me here. I'm gonna have to kill him.
Yeah, I was kind of worried that all the other enemies were going to be like that,
No,
but
it's
no,
just
they're
like
kind of in a league of their own.
Yeah, these thieves suck.
Like, we have an ecosystem here that's kind of weak, and then you got just these motherfuckers.
Ow! Yeah, not cool.
on a different level.
Oh man, I saw this
You-
episode of Brooklyn.
10.
Saw this episode
Brooklyn
of Brooklyn
Nine-Nine.
Nine-Nine the other day, where they get invited to like a SWAT team raid or something like that, and the dude from the FBI is like, "Oh no, these local cops, man, we're on a whole different level," and so he just starts shit with him.
You know, dude, I started watching that show literally like 3 weeks ago for the
Oh
first
really?
time.
It's a great
Yeah.
show. I mean,
Mostly because of, all the attention you've given it and told me about it.
yeah,
So,
I haven't really watched it in a while, but it's up to like 6 seasons now, so I'm kind of getting like re-caught up on it.
yeah.
I think I made it to
I
like
think it was-
season 4 originally, but
I heard like 6 seasons with NBC, I think.
yeah, now
or
it's getting
Fox.
yeah, it was on Fox and then they dropped it. Now I think it's being picked up by NBC.
Yeah, so you don't see that happen too often. So I was like, that's interesting. And then I was like, it's
Damn
on
it.
Hulu. Like, I should really give this show a try. And it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a fun show.
I think at least right now in season 1, there are like strong episodes and some not as strong episodes.
Right.
But on the whole, I'm enjoying it. So, and I like the characters a lot.
Yeah, the characters are hilarious. Nice. Get him, Mal. Run away. Run away, you coward. All right. So, question of the day: Who would you rather bone, Amy or Rosa?
From that show,
Yeah.
Rosa.
I could go Rosa too. There's something about her personality.
There
Yeah. She
just like being trampled on, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I like to be the girl sometimes.
just want to be completely dominated.
Yeah, right.
I really like that dynamic right now in season 1 with her and what's his face? Not Jared, but the guy who's basically a big suck up to I can't remember Polsky's name because it's not Polsky, but it starts with a P. Jeez. Right. Adam Sandberg's character.
Yeah, Andy Sandberg's character. Jake.
I can't. Peralta.
Yeah,
there it is.
Jake Peralta.
Jake Peralta. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's Terry Crews, who just basically plays Terry Crews.
Who plays Terry Crews, and his name is literally Terry.
He's just fucking Terry Crews.
They didn't try to hide that shit at all.
I know, right? Well, he even said, like, in an interview, he goes, yeah, like, I'm not even exaggerating. This is just, like, my personality, and they pay me to do it.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, Terry Crews, have you ever seen, like, shit about Terry Crews' life? He is, like, the most interesting human being. He's freaking hilarious.
Really? No, I really haven't.
He's like basically the nicest guy in Hollywood and like extraordinarily decent human being, and you know, like also physically a perfect human being, which is insane.
And I've seen the stuff like how he's kind of come forward with like his story of like sexual assault and stuff like that.
Yeah, where that like producer just grabbed his nutsack for
and it's
no
like
reason.
what other guy would not only come forward but then do as much work as he's doing? It's like damn, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
you know.
Though,
because you can see people be like,
Terry
"Oh,
Crews,
suck it up, pussy," you know.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say though, you have to imagine though, who's gonna fucking say that to Terry Crews?
That's very true.
Oh man, I could be pretty damn vulnerable too if I, was 250 pounds of raw muscle.
Just pure muscle.
Yeah, right. Oh shit! All right, we're gonna have to attack you. Yeah, we got you.
Wow.
Get him, Mario.
So if you get them, you get them.
You get them.
Their defense kind of sucks. It looks like their evasion is.
Yeah, their evasion
nuts.
is through the roof. Let's polish up Mario there and do a honey syrup. Yeah, that'll do.
Oh, so as for the rest of the week, yeah, work sucks, but we put a lot of our movies. So the Movies Anywhere. We had a lot of our movies that were still in plastic wrap. And I think we were trying to. We just got Wreck-It Ralph.
Nice.
So we got Ralph wrecks the internet or breaks the internet. I think is guess what they decided to go.
I believe it's Ralph fucks the internet.
You're probably right.
Ralph has consensual sex with the internet. that's it. Nailed it.
Yeah. We put that on there, and it's like, wait a second, we have a bunch of other. I was like, oh, can you put Spider-Man on there? I got Spider-Man Homecoming. Which I still need to get Addie to watch. But
oh dude, Addie hasn't seen that?
No.
So fucking good.
I know, it's so good. It's one of those things. It's like, you want to watch it. But
do it.
So I was like, wait, I still have the code for that. We got to get that in there.
Just let her know that Tom Holland is a snack. That'll do it.
It's okay.
Okay.
I think she'll see that right away and be like, no, you lied to me. But we had to get that on there. It's like, we have a bunch of other movies in shrink wrap and stuff that probably have digital. And there's a lot of movies that don't even advertise it. Like, usually they say DVD, Blu-ray, and digital or whatever. But there's a lot of, I was like, oh, Blade Runner. Like, I got Blade Runner 2049. I was like, let me take this out of the shrink wrap. I don't think this has digital because, it's not on here. I open it up, and sure enough, there's like, hey, Ultraviolet. And it's like, wait, does Ultraviolet work with it? It does.
Yeah, Movies Anywhere kicks ass because when I was first collecting Blu-rays, I never bothered to enter in my digital-only codes.
Yeah.
It was. I don't know why. I just never thought I would use it, or I didn't have like a smartphone app or anything like that. I'm like,
me too.
No big deal. And so like I let a couple of them expire, and Movies Anywhere will even take those.
Real damn.
Yeah, like I had an expired Dark Knight code, and it took it. So now I have Dark Knight on digital.
That's fucking awesome. Maybe it varies company to company, because I had a Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and I was like, okay, this is like 3 years expired at this point. This is like back in September.
Yeah.
Because I saw it when I purchased it digitally.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let me try this, and it wouldn't work. So I was like, okay,
Oh, really?
well,
Huh.
it makes sense.
That's weird.
But maybe it is like because that's what Universal. I don't know. Maybe I went to Fox.com or Universal.com and tried it. Maybe I'll try MoviesAnywhere.com.
Yeah, dude, try it on Movies Anywhere and see if it'll still go. Because like I said, I just entered it on their thing and it took it. And
Okay.
I know it was expired. It said it expired in like 2012 or something like that. Oh,
Part of me is still. Oh, that's right.
the Arrow dude.
They're victims from what's his
Here's
face
where
in
we
the
get
forest.
Gino. Gino, baby.
This is awesome.
Yes. I love the
Boy.
music here too. Super jump attack. Oh shit, dude.
I like that there are toys.
Yeah,
of
right.
Mario Brothers and
Yeah,
everything.
like Mario is just like that famous in this universe. Look at him there.
Mario's
Oh,
just
fucker.
feeling a little salty there.
Yeah, right. It's it's a me, Mario. I fucking saw everything. You bet I'm Mario. I will take all of your food and are you legal?
Are you really? Oh my god.
I'm a baby. Yeah, you're fake. I like how his mom just rolling with it though. That's a real fucking thing. That's Mario. Never shit a
also, like,
shitter, Mario.
I never like did the wrong choices in this game, so it's kind
Yeah.
of funny to see a lot of them.
Yeah, I know. I've never really done that either, but in this universe, Mario's just an asshole. Except for that dude with the wallet, because I was worried that he wouldn't give me my prize if I.
Oh, give you your prize, yeah.
But if it's ever just like a no consequence story decision, I'm just gonna be a big dick to everybody.
We're Bandersnatching Mario right now.
Yeah, right.
Why am I such an asshole?
Why can I not say the right thing? I'm gonna fuck you up, kid. Oh, dude.
Seriously.
Super duper custom patented one and only shooting star shot. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love how the thing has a real gun and it like just decks Mario.
Text Mario, yeah. Like, what
Oh
the
my god. Mario's a pea in blood.
I'm seeing stars.
Mario's
But
kidneys
from
they,
a concussion this time.
They no work so good now.
Instantly, just the knowledge physiologically. Kidneys don't work so good.
Mario's gonna have to pee in a bag.
Just terrorizing instant knowledge.
That's just a part of his character from now on. Like, you can never see it, but in his overall, it's just a bag for his piss.
People don't know.
People don't know. No one can know. Okay, so funny story about Gino. When I was a kid, I couldn't really, like, make out what the sprite was. And so the orange tuft at the bottom of his hat, that's hair, right?
Oh,
I always thought it was his
That,
fucking nose.
I always thought, and that's, I was wondering, is he going to talk about the weird eyebrow things? I always thought they were his eyebrows, but they were made out of paper mache.
Huh.
But I think it is supposed to be like wood hair.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like tufts of hair peeking out from under his cap. I always thought it was his big honking schnoz.
I thought it was
Yours at
his
least makes
eyebrows.
more sense. Yeah, you thought eyebrows.
I
That
don't
makes more
know.
sense than mine. Oh my
I swear,
god.
some of these things you look at, especially the NES games, man. I mean, I think that's where these people's iconic like features came from, was limited sprites and being like, fuck it, let's add a
Oh
mustache.
yeah, like Mario's nose. The only reason that's as pronounced as it is because they had to make the sprite that way so you could tell he had a face, you know?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like Link's ears.
Yep.
And that's so iconic, and it's just like, I love the character designs and everything these days, but they
yeah.
did it so that the sprite was recognizable and, you know, looked like a person.
Right. So Mario's just laying here, like, thinking about the decisions that led him to this point. Nothing feels okay. He's also afraid to get out of the bed because he realized they've removed his pants. Oh god. Mario don't feel right. Alright, Aspu, let's go. We're in Rose Town. Time to comb the whole place for treasure, so... If you have any small talk or anything else interesting going on, this is the time. Oh, so hey, speaking of movies, I guess this Friday kicks off like the first Marvel movie of the year.
Oh yeah, freaking what? Captain Marvel.
Yeah, are you gonna go see it?
I don't know, like weekend even. But
oh, you
I
broke
think
up
that's-
hardcore there. Hello? Oh, I think I may have lost Max. We're gonna pause here for a second. What in the hell was that all about, Max?
About 10 minutes of dumb fuckery with my microphone.
It turned out to be a loose wire.
Yeah, of course it was. Like, loose enough that it was still getting power and showing me the red light, but loose enough that I couldn't talk into it, so whatever. Wait, what's
Oy.
going on here?
So, anyways, are you gonna pay good money to see Brie Larson?
Yes,
Her-
okay, I
all
was
her
like,
sexiness?
what are we talking about? Yes, definitely, and that's definitely on the list of wifey. We have like a list of movies, so that's definitely like, we're both gonna watch that one.
Oh, I
I
thought
don't know
you
if
were
it-
gonna say you have like a list of celebrities that you're allowed to sleep with, and Brie Larson is on there.
I gotcha. She definitely like, okay, I could see Brie Larson, and she definitely apparently got super fit for this movie, like
Yeah, dude.
pushing a Jeep uphill or something like crazy like that. Like,
She's training
that's
with
cool.
Terry Crews, just going out of her goddamn mind. That'd be awesome.
I mean, that's cool if you're gonna be like one of the most powerful superheroes in like the Marvel universe.
Yeah, dude,
that's
like,
cool.
she's supposed
she
to
went
be
all the
like-
way.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. I've never really read the comics, but apparently she's supposed to be like broken strong. You know,
Yeah.
like, compared to everyone
Like
else.
kind of like almost like Superman level, basically.
Yes.
So, and apparently there's been like 4 Captain Marvels or what. I do not. Ooh, nice.
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 That's why we
It's
do
always
what we do.
exciting. It's like
When
one
you
of the most
actually
exciting
hit one.
things in this game. Yeah. Wait, who are these people?
Hey, thick
Is this
shirt.
the couple? How do they know you?
Yeah.
But
Everyone
or maybe
knows
Mario's
me.
just
It's me,
that
Mario.
famous. Exactly. If they're making toys about you, people know Mario.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know much about comics. I'll say I'm interested, but don't know a whole lot about like the comic universe with Marvel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess she is pretty broken. And I guess the Carol Danvers version is like the second Captain Marvel.
Oh, really?
But yeah, and that's the one they're going with.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see it. You know, and also just I think it'll speak to like my '90s nostalgia, and hoping it won't be too much about that, or it's just like we're gonna put these callbacks in just to really speak to the millennials. And I've heard that it doesn't really do that. That it doesn't
Oh, yeah,
detract from the
it
movie.
it takes place in the 90s, right? I'd almost forgotten about that.
Yeah. I'm also interested to see, you know, how well they do, you know, de-aging Samuel L. Jackson, which
Oh, yeah,
apparently
that's right.
is like the best
That's
effect
the
of the
other
movie.
No kidding.
Like, yeah. They've gotten so much better with it. It's nuts seeing like I'm like looking at Ant-Man when they de-aged is it Michael B. Douglas? Is that who
yeah,
I'm thinking
I
of?
think so. The
And-
dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then, like in the beginning of the movie, and it's like, holy shit! Like, I remember being kind of amazed when Tron Legacy did it with Jeff Bridges, and seeing that
Oh,
now
yeah, I
it's
remember
like
that.
seeing that now it's a little uncanny valley.
And then, well, I was gonna say, and then there's Rogue One's Carrie Fisher.
Oh yeah,
they
that's true.
can't all be winners.
That's true. You know what's weird though is because yeah, there is Rogue One's Carrie Fisher, which is definitely a little jarring. But oh, spoilers!
Yeah, who cares?
1-year-old spoilers or 2-year-old, whatever. But who's the other guy?
Oh, Tarkin
In that same movie, yeah, he was actually really good.
or Peter Fleming? Is that whose name? Peter Cushing.
Okay, who
Peter.
played
Grand Moff
What's his
Tarkin,
name?
yeah.
Yeah. That one actually was pretty good, and I don't
Yeah,
think it
you know, it
completely
took me,
had to do with the Death Star being dark and shadowy.
Yeah, well, I think that was part of it, was that it was a darker environment, but it like actually took me a minute. I'm like, dude, the guy that they got to play Tarkin really looks a hell of a lot
Me
like
too.
really looks a hell of a lot like Cushing. And then a couple
too.
scenes later, I'm like looking at his face. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
They did.
Oh my god.
They fucking Marlon Brando'd his ass.
I wouldn't say so. But yeah, I was like, okay, first of all, I was like, did they de-age him? Wait, isn't he dead? What's... Oh my god, I don't know nothing, kid. Oh my god. Wait, does that fuck you over later?
What's he gonna do?
Okay, that has nothing to do with the lazy shell, I don't think, right?
No.
Do you get the lazy shell here?
No, they're not gonna punish Mario.
I think you do actually get the lazy shell here, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. I'm pretty sure Rose Town, when you go into the back, it's the beanstalk.
Dude, we're on our way to freaking save this town right now, okay? They owe us a little free treasure.
You know, you're right. When
I am.
I think I'm thinking about this too hard. I think Mario is owed a little bit.
So this is just fucking slave Donkey Kong.
I think so.
Has anyone
it
ever
really
noticed
looks
this?
like it.
Is that like commentary from Miyamoto or something? Like,
Did this come out
all
after
other
Donkey Kong? This came out after Donkey Kong
oh
Country.
yeah. Donkey
for
Kong
sure.
Country was like 94, I think.
Yeah.
But no,
Also
that's Miyamoto saying that like all other platformers are slaves to Mario.
Oh my god.
Like, I get the shackles and the ball, but what's with like the crown of thorns that they're making him wear? What is that all about?
Wait, what? Holy crap! I never noticed that.
That's like
I just thought it was like, I thought it was a shine in his hair.
No, that's like a spiked headband or something. He's like in
Wow.
pain. That poor gorilla. That was a mercy
Crap.
killing, is what that was.
Never really looked in. I think my innocent child brain was just like, look at these guys having fun and being gangsters and mean, and
Right.
you know, I got a ball and chain. It's
Right.
just like, no, he's being controlled or something.
Dude, in the English version of Final Fantasy VI, when it was FF3, what did they call the slave crown originally? It wasn't called the slave crown, was it?
The Hypno Crown.
Yeah, the Hypno Crown
The
or
Hypno CRWN or something like that.
Yeah, right. Like with this Hypno-Krun, she's powerless.
Oh
All
shit.
kinds of mushrooms.
Those games are still good.
Oh yeah, they're great. But I mean, like, it's interesting, like what they could or could not say, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
I
like
still.
that whole thing was designed to make Terra literally a slave.
Yeah.
To the
yeah.
Empire.
Slave Crown. For sure. And it's that game. Yeah. There was a lot of dark shit that was kind of sort of glossed over. You know?
I mean, there's all kind like FF6 is when you get like the undoctored translation, it's like pretty much the darkest entry in the series. It's I mean, there's like teen pregnancy and suicide and rape. All kinds of other like
kind of what they were doing to the Magicite.
Uh-huh.
Or to the not the Magicite. That's what they end up becoming when they chose to the Espers.
Yeah, that was straight up
just
genocide.
like,
yeah.
Because it was like they treated the Espers as a race of people, and it's just like, yeah, we're gonna put them in these tubes and suck their power out, and
right.
yeah,
Yeah, that game was all
dark.
kinds of fucked up for the time, and you know, most of it was lost on you when you were a kid.
yeah. Oh god, I listened to the soundtrack though.
Oh, the soundtrack of that game, yeah.
I just started thinking about the Esper Factory when you first get into Vector, I think, and it's just like the iron, like the sound of the anvil, the hammer hitting the anvil is like part of the song. It's like, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Which they actually
fucking-
recycle for this game.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
with
what
Smithy's
in
Workshop.
Smithy's? Yeah,
Yeah, at the very end of the game.
dude.
But yeah, dude,
Man.
FF6 was
game.
way ahead of its time in terms of like video game narratives.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, it
And
didn't
it's just like-
explicitly say a lot of the things that we just said, but I mean, there's really no like beating around the bush. Like, for instance, like the suicide scene, Celeste straight up didn't want to live anymore and threw herself off a rock face, and that's
Yeah.
like,
There's-
what
there's-
the hell am I seeing right now? It's
Like, what other way is there to interpret that?
Yeah,
Even though
exactly.
They don't use the word suicide. Like,
No.
come on. What was I gonna say? Oh, as far as like the best version of that game, like I think about it because it's like obviously I'm partial to the first SNES, the game I played, Final Fantasy III, with the Woosley translation and everything like that.
Yeah,
and I think about the later versions, like the translations some of them are a little more literal, and there's some things that I like about that, of course, like the enemy translations especially. I appreciate it more in the later versions.
Right.
And
like
and
they didn't have to censor like spell names and weapon names and stuff like that.
Yeah, the spell names were better. They didn't have to shorten things just because that was more of a hardware limitation. Right. So that got better. But I think about it and it's just like, because then there's things like there's the Game Boy Advance and it had that translation, but I missed the Woolsey isms, and also there's also like weird hardware limitations on like the Game Boy Advance,
right? Where
you think about like some of the graphics and then like the looping, the thing that they did with Dancing Mad, where it was dynamic, which was crazy for the time.
Oh yeah.
But like depending on where you were in the fight, it would smartly finish out its verse and then kind of go to the next one seamlessly.
Right.
And in the GBA version, I remember it would just cut it off and go to the next part of the song, And so it's like, well, that kind of, and that's like a big deal for me. Like,
right. Oh yeah, the music was everything in that game. Yeah, but you should. So basically, the best version of the official translations was actually probably the as terrible as this is, the mobile release, or I guess the Steam release technically, if you wanted to go that route. But then you also have to deal with the wrong-looking sprites, which I don't bother me too much. I mean, I still prefer the original, but I still prefer the original. But I didn't think they were like a crime against humanity like a lot of people did, and but then you should really
which
download.
I kind of do, but
you should really download the Ted Woosley uncensored patch. Yeah,
I haven't tried really hard to get everything working, but I have it, and I have a program like LIPS.
It's
SNES
really damn good. It's kind of the best of both worlds. It takes like the polish of the GBA version, and they even like played with the text so that everything fits and they don't have to shorten everything, which is really impressive. For a fan project, they put a lot of love into it.
I have looked at like the notes about what they've done and the patch notes and everything, and it really does look like a labor of love. That they really tried hard to put the what is meant in the story forward, while at the same time keeping the kind of the spirit of like Final Fantasy III US, which I think is great too. It's like the best of both worlds. And so thinking about that is like, because you have the Woolsey whatever uncut on your cartridge, don't you?
On my SNES Classic.
Oh, on your okay.
Yeah, that's the version that I uploaded to my SNES Mini.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So like, when we do that game on this channel, that's going to be actually the one that I would prefer to do, because that's strangely enough, that is my favorite version of the game translation-wise. I like the GBA/mobile port for the optional dungeons and everything. Like, it actually added a tiny bit of challenge to that game, which is like almost criminally easy.
Like the Kaiser Dragon.
Yeah, right. But at the same time, I don't think we would go through all that optional content, so I would really just like to play like a really good translation with the original sprites. And so that has to be Ted Woosley uncensored.
And I'm thinking that is the best version too, because it's also, the SNES version with the original sprites, the original everything, and the music and everything like that, and the speed going how it's supposed to. Because that was another thing about the GBA game. It did a lot better than FF4 Advance, which was kind of criminally slow with the battles and everything. But it was still bogged down a bit by the hardware, and when you go from like Final Fantasy VI Advance to the SNES version, it's almost night and day, where it's like, oh yeah, this is it's buttery smooth, it's a lot quicker.
The mobile and Steam versions kind of fixed that too, which is good.
That's definitely true. Yeah,
but
I don't think there's any speed issues with that.
And like I said, I really do have no beef with that game. I just prefer the original sprite work of the SNES for that game, just because it's what I know and grew up with, and seeing it like that smooth and that shiny, just I don't know. It kind of almost takes some of like the steampunk feel out of the world.
Me too.
Like I had it pictured like a very specific way in my head, and seeing it more realized with like the really like smooth, almost anime-looking sprites kind of takes me out of it a little bit.
And you know what's kind of weird? Is it's like, I agree with you, Final Fantasy IV for the PSP does something similar.
Yeah, but
and
I
think
like
it's great.
Yeah, me
exactly.
Too. Because that's actually how I always pictured those sprites.
Me too.
Yeah, when I was playing it as a kid. But for some reason with FF6, yeah, with FF5 and 6, they just didn't quite reach that same level of faithfulness to the original, I think.
One, if I just look at them side by side and I don't know what games they come from, I think they objectively look better on the PSP Final Fantasy IV. They're a little more they almost look like they are sprite work, but they're just a lot better done.
Right.
Like more detailed. And the ones on like Final Fantasy V and 6 look kind of like smoothed over.
My thought was they almost look like Flash animations.
Yes. Yeah.
They're where you can
simplistic.
tell, like, yeah, the assets are just kind of like loosely pasted over like these hitboxes sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, and that's kind of the way I get that feel from a lot of indie games, actually. Not that I'm really criticizing the indie movement, because they're putting out some amazing stuff, but a lot of them kind of have that look, that almost like South Park paper cut look, you know?
I get what you mean, and I think there's like, that's kind of how a lot of the indie movement has gone.
Yeah.
There was a lot of small teams and even individuals before, and now there's like, again, small teams and bigger teams that are like, hey, we got a hit on our hands, now we got to keep pumping these games out.
Right. And so some of them are like legitimate hits, like, you know, there are AAA developers who couldn't do any better than these people are doing. But then other ones are basically just like, hey, let's make games that, you know, 12 years ago people were or 20 years ago people were getting for free on Newgrounds, but now let's charge money for them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a hit and miss sort of thing.
Unfortunately, those kind of games are, well, I do think they're a problem, and I think they're proliferating on Steam and on this, and more sadly on the Switch. They are definitely
I've
finding
noticed
home on
that
the Switch.
The Switch is almost like, console Steam, you know? They're letting just about anyone release on the end. You know, on the one hand, I understand wanting to like not stifle creators, but not every creator is an artist. You know, some of them are just out to make a quick buck by basically tricking people.
Yeah, by being like, look at this icon and look at the name of this game, like Star Fox Hero Mission or Foxstar Hero Mission, and it's just like, hey, isn't this? Oh, this is that Nintendo game, but in their mobile version. Nope, someone's tricking you.
That's exactly
and they craft their image a certain way.
Don't get me started on like mobile games. Oh, what a cancer to the industry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like I'm sure there are some really good like time sync mobile games that are perfectly fun and are reasonably priced, but by and large, it is just
exactly.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot.
Some of them are doing it right, and they are definitely the exception.
They are the exception, yes.
Like, sure, you can put a good game on mobile. Like, I know, because literally the hardware is there, and people can put out a good game if they wanted to. That is not what's happening.
No.
You think about how these stores function and how quickly people, it's not in their best interest if they want to make money. I get it. What they're doing is literally the best way to make money is to pump these games out.
Yep.
And you're only on the front of the store for a little bit, trying to trick people, and just kind of get them to sink a little bit of time and see a few ads or get them addicted.
And that's what it is too. Like most of them are like ad fest. You start the game and you're just inundated with commercials and like it's like there's not even really a game here. This is just like an ad platform.
Basically,
it's a shame. And it's what's worse is that big name developers are basically doing the same thing. Like, like every once in a while, like Squaresoft is kind of the most interesting example because they have a few like actually really decent mobile titles, but then they also have just garbage.
Like Record Keeper's pretty good.
Yeah, I love Record Keeper. Like
you can
I'll
do
play
a
that when
lot
I'm
for
bored
free.
sometimes. Yeah. Like if I have to like kill 20 minutes in a Starbucks, I just turn on Record Keeper and do a few battles. And you know, I haven't spent a single dime on that game, and I've got like level 100 characters with completely decked out weapons and armor, and I haven't paid a cent for it. So that's pretty cool. But then they have things like, what was that, like
All the Bravest?
All the Bravest is really their Kingdom Hearts one is really shitty. Yeah, it's like I said, it's just kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah, they've gotten into it too because they saw that it was working.
Yep.
And you do not have to put a lot of resources or effort, especially if you're a big company.
Right.
What do you got to do? Like, you don't have to put too much people on that front.
They figured out that the Final Fantasy name just sells. So.
Yeah, that's true.
So they can just, it's kind of the same thing that we were joking about with the original Game Boy last episode, where it's like, yeah, they attached Final Fantasy to everything because...
To Mana and... Saga
Secret
Frontier?
of Mana and the original Romancing Saga games. But the difference is, those were actually already good RPGs, you know, when they attached the Final Fantasy name to it. With these mobile titles, it's just a way to shill bullshit, basically.
Yeah. And it's like, if they're not an ad fest, then they're, you know, and again, there's a couple that are actually really good, but most of them are either ad fest or they are built in a way to get you addicted.
Yeah.
Where they give you a lot at first and give you a rush, and then they slow it way down and try to get you to pay for something.
You know, admittedly, Record Keeper kind of falls into that category, but I just don't think I have a very addictive personality, because I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, I do want to spend like $20 worth of gems to you know, do this weapons roulette thing and try to get some good new gear. Or, you know, I could just wait a few hours and fight some battles and get it for free. And that always prevails.
And will it take longer? Sure. But they give you the option.
But that's kind of the point of mobile games, is it's not meant to, like, play in the same way that I play my PS4. Like, I'm supposed to sit down with it for 5 minutes and do a few battles. Like, I'm not interested in being, like, a top-tier ranked player in the entire world. It's just...
Yeah.
It's just like a time sink on my phone for when I don't have a real game handy.
Yeah, bite-sized things.
Yeah,
kind of like how... And the Switch falls into that category, too. But at least for them, you're paying for, like...
Yeah.
There's a lot of good games on there, even though there's a lot of crap,
and,
too.
you know, I give Squaresoft credit for actually, you know, sticking to that with Record Keeper, because... You know, as far as quality goes, it's actually a really good, you know, handheld portable title. You know, it has interesting battle mechanics, and like I said, the weapon roulettes and the events, they're really addicting. And like unlocking all of the characters and seeing their like SNES sprites and everything, that's really cool. So they could actually probably charge for, they probably could nickel and dime you for it, but they don't.
Yeah.
But then other ones, I'm like wondering if there's like separate development departments that are in charge of these different projects. Yeah.
You think about something like A Realm Reborn, which is actually, you think about how MMOs work, and they're almost like borderline on the addiction model because they want people to keep playing. But if they are truly giving you a lot of bang for your buck, like Realm Reborn does, I don't necessarily have as much of a problem with it.
Yeah,
you
dude,
know, I think
Realm Reborn is
great.
still, that's still the one game that I would actually say that it's worth the subscription fee.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, it's a win-win. Yeah, you're getting my money. You want me to keep playing, but you're also giving me a lot for it. It's not a cheap, like there's almost no assets there. There's games that have very little.
Do you remember which one
he
went through? Dude, this is the last one, and you can't see it.
Was left?
I'm gonna guess left. Good adventurers go left. Hey, mushrooms. Nope. Fake mushrooms. Son of a bitch.
This is just the treasure chest monsters all over again, or the fucking one-up Mega Man, you know, little Goombas.
Yeah, right. Mega Man Goombas. Oh yeah, the little dudes with the helmets.
I don't know what you call those guys, but
they're just Goombas. Fucking.
They're just Goombas.
Dude, speaking of Mega Man or like Capcom in general, the reviews have started coming out for Devil May Cry 5, and they're looking really damn solid. Like it's like 9s and 8s straight across the board.
When does that game come out?
Like this week, I think.
Ooh, you're at You're at your max.
Throw away this mushroom for this mushroom. Okay, so we're just guessing and trying to find Gino at this point.
Damn.
All right,
There was
this is-
They tell you somewhere, don't they? And I don't remember.
Oh, wait. There's the
Oh,
fucker.
here we go.
All right.
Up. Right?
Let's give it a shot. Nope. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Oh, left. Hey, wait. Okay, I think we got him. Because he just did his little surprised
Sweet.
animation. Oh, Boyer. That's right.
Boyer,
Boyer's
that's-
a weird fucking dude. Yeah. Fun this is. Yes. Yeah.
And a
Another
very
1,000
interesting-
will I shoot. Yeah,
Battle.
it is.
And they can lock things.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, this game had some great boss fights. It had some kind of fun little dynamics. There's nothing
It did.
like really challenging in the game, but at the same time, like they have some cool mechanics that kind of keep you on your toes a little bit.
Yeah, they keep you interested. And there is one challenging fight. I feel like the Axiom Rangers fucking suck. But
I don't
aside
remember
from that,
that
you're
fight
right.
very well. I mean, I remember the Power Ranger ripoff sort of thing, but I don't remember the actual fight.
Ew,
Gotta do something.
okay.
Mario's like,
Well,
I'm
we'll
gonna
see.
fucking get him. Who do you think you are? Oh, and I love,
Bruce Lee.
yeah, once again, Ted Woosley with these like just random, references.
I dig it.
Apparently, Bruce Lee is a figure in the Mario universe, and he's,
Now, yep.
except here he's still alive. Oh.
Oh, God.
Yeah, right. Dude, what's your favorite kung fu? Have we ever had this conversation?
Like Kung Fu movie or Kung
Yeah.
Fu, like,
Just
Oh,
kung
God.
fu movie. What is your favorite kung fu? I know you're into kung fu.
I don't really watch a lot of like straight up kung fu movies, but oh God,
I
Would it
love
be-
me some kung fu,
there's-
which is why.
I mean Rumble in the Bronx is good.
Oh
but,
man, yes. I was good. That was gonna be one of the ones that I. Okay, go on.
What is the fucking? There's a movie, and it might be Bruce Lee's last movie. He's going up a tower.
That's not Enter the Dragon, is it?
No, it's not.
Wasn't Enter the Dragon his last one?
No, it was. I don't remember what it was called, but it's weird. And I think some parts of it are not even Bruce Lee
Interesting.
that they shoot it. But it was. I don't know. I liked it, and I haven't seen it in many years, and I can't remember what it's called. I'm trying to think of
Neither
like
can
other Jackie Chan movies as well.
Yeah, dude,
But-
I gotta be honest. Like half of what I mean when I say kung fu is just Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, I
like
get
classic
it.
Jackie Chan, not like Americanized. Look at the funny, gentle Asian man Jackie Chan, but like actual Jackie Chan, like athlete and ridiculous stuntman Jackie Chan.
I don't count the slew of Crouching Tiger-esque movies that came out after Crouching Tiger.
Yeah, because
that's
those are more like.
that's more acrobatic.
Yeah, well, and not only that though, but it was all done on wires too. So like, what's the point? Like, there's nothing. I get that it takes a lot of athleticism to even be on
Yeah.
the set of a kung fu movie, but at the same time, yeah, fuck you, Mala. I love this part. I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, you are. The arrow just gets him. But yeah, dude. So my favorite kung fu is actually the original Drunken Master with Jackie Chan.
Oh, Drunken
But
Master.
I love Rumble in the Bronx. That is another really good one. Like I said, Jackie Chan just had some really good. I mean, he's kind of like the face of kung fu for a reason. You know, like,
and I think for
You-
us especially, because I think for like maybe Gen Xers or older, it was Bruce Lee. And
yeah,
I
no,
think for
Bruce
us,
Lee is amazing. I do not want to sell Bruce Lee short in any way, but in terms of just like sheer ridiculous things he can do with his body, Jackie Chan, pound for pound,
Oh
is
my
just
God.
incredible. Like the way that
Some
he'll
of
like
the-
use like ladders and stepping stools and random things like that as weapons, and they just let him improv all of his scenes
Exactly.
because he's so creative.
he's like an entertainer with his kung fu and with
Yeah.
his athleticism. That it's like I'm gonna contort my body and slip into this real quick, or I'm going to
Yep.
fight these guys, do something real cool with my hands, and then like hop between these two walls and get out of here at the last minute. or
And not
something
only
like-
that, though, he's probably the only kung fu actor, Bruce Lee being the other exception, that can actually act. You know, he's
Yeah.
he's a thespian, and
Yeah.
a kung fu master, which is awesome. I'm
yeah,
a
Jackie
huge
Chan
Jackie
is
Chan fan.
definitely. Yeah, me too. Jackie Chan's definitely my favorite. And I think about kung fu movies. You know, I think about what Jackie Chan's. Even Rush Hour. You know, I will I count Rush Hour, and I count even. No, I won't count The Matrix necessarily. That's not a kung fu movie,
Yeah,
even
well,
though it
and
has
that's
kung fu fighting.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. It has kung fu style fighting, but I don't consider it a pure kung fu because so much of it was staged. You know, it's, like real kung fu to me is two really well-trained martial artists just sparring on camera. That is kung fu to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, it can be choreographed and it can be staged, but the fact is, unless they're like actually moving their bodies and making contact, it's just not as interesting for me.
Now let's see, were there any Jet Li movies that I really liked? I liked the one.
The one was good.
Hero, not so much.
No. He's not the star of IP Man, is he? Who did IP Man?
I don't remember.
It's gonna drive me nuts.
It's not the Bulletproof Monk guy. It's someone else. I can't. It's not Chow Yun Fat. What the hell am I thinking? I'm racist.
But
I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah, he's really good too. And IP Man is really good kung fu.
Now,
like kind of it's almost like a modern love letter to classic kung fu.
I'm thinking about Jet Li's first like major break, and I think it had the name Dragon in it. Like, and it, what was it called?
Was it Sleeping Dragon?
Something Dragon or God, I'm gonna Google it actually. Jet Li's, filmography.
Yeah, go for it, because this battle takes a few minutes anyway. Oh shit! I can't attack, so guess we're just gonna go ahead and do honey syrup.
Had the word dragon in it. I really liked it when I was a kid. I thought that was a good movie, and it was definitely before the one. But yeah, his stuff, Jet Li's good too.
Yeah, Jet Li is very good, but I don't think he has quite the same acting chops that Jackie Chan has.
He also, his stuff that was impressive was mostly about the fights.
Right.
And I think Jackie Chan also did a lot of like stunts, like more like stunt work as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Kiss of the Dragon. That's what
Kiss of the Dragon. There we go.
Oh, Romeo Must Die. That was before Kiss of the Dragon. Okay.
Romeo Must Die was like a really interesting concept, like the whole retelling of a classic Shakespearean story, but like kind of flipping some of the characters on there. It's been a while since I've seen that one, but it was an interesting film actually. Like even beyond just being a good kung fu, that was.
And then 6 years before those movies, even Fist of Legend. I've never seen that one. That was 1994, and it had Jet Li. I was like, oh, okay.
I don't recall seeing that one either, to be honest.
No, definitely never saw that one. I feel like there's other things I'm thinking of. What the fuck was it? But yeah, there was a big after Crouching Tiger. There was a big movement of basically that style where it's just like over the top.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm not a fan of that style at all. Clearly,
no.
Another one of my favorite Jackie Chan projects was oh crap, what was it? It's not like not Super Cop, but what was it called? Something Cop.
Jackie Chan?
Yeah. Shit. I'll think of it. I think I screwed that up. Oh no, I got it. Okay. Anyway, I'll think of that later.
This up too, since of Jackie Chan movies. Warner, Rush Hour, Drunken Master.
Dude, did I hear through the grapevine that they're doing a Rush Hour reboot?
I literally just read that today. And I think they might be doing. Oh God, Shanghai Noon. I forgot about that movie.
With Owen Wilson. People shit on that movie. I thought it was kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I love that movie.
They were both good.
Because it didn't really like. It actually kind of told an interesting story from the perspective of like Chinese immigrants, which is like basically making them slaves to work on the American railway system, and how Jackie Chan as a Shaolin monk kind of fit into that. There was that scene, like it also had one of my favorite scenes in like any action movie ever, which is where he encounters like the Native American like tribal warriors, and they throw like a tomahawk at him and it hits the tree, right? And then they throw another one and it hits like the ground between his legs. Like they're trying to warn him not to mess with him. So he takes the tomahawks, he whips them back at them, and then they both like catch the tomahawks. And just like the look on his face, like that was like comedic gold. If you ever remember that scene, that is freaking hilarious. Yeah, watch that movie again, just like for that one part. It's so hilarious.
I don't know this movie, but is it Police Story?
No, damn it, I cannot think of the name.
It
wasn't
Police
Super
Story
Cop?
3, Super Cop. Police Story 2. I've never heard of those movies. Heart of Dragon.
I remember them being called Police Story. I feel like, was it Super Cop? God damn. I'll think of it later. I've got like a whole collection of Jackie Chan DVDs like sitting right here on my shelf, and if I crack it open, I'll be able to tell you in 2 seconds, but yeah. Anywho. But yeah, Jackie Chan, man, you want some like good vintage kung fu? Yeah, the dude's got to be like what, pushing mid-60s right now, and he could kick either of our asses handily.
And he's been doing this stuff for what, 40 years at this point? He started doing this stuff in the 70s?
Yeah, and he does it still just to like maintain his own body and mind. Like he's just a machine.
Yeah.
The guy is like probably one of my favorite actors, period.
Just as personality-wise too, he's a great guy.
Yeah. Did you ever see the music video he made for the Cantonese version of Mulan?
Yeah,
where he just sings "Be a Man," but in
"Be
Cantonese.
a Man." There it is. Yeah, I saw that, and he's like he has a bow, and he's like just kind of doing the moves and stuff.
Yeah, right.
But he's like he's like belting it too.
Right? I thought that was hilarious that he's actually like singing while he's doing this shit. I'm like,
yeah,
dude, I can't carry a tune when I'm holding perfectly still, much less.
Yeah,
like I said, he's just a really good like he brings like a credibility as an artist to his roles, which is something that most kung fu guys don't do. Like you can either act or you're a really good stuntman. There's very few people that can walk the line of doing both.
Yeah.
But he's got it.
Oh, Smithy name drop.
Yep. All smithing. Find the star pieces. Bring back Peace to Mario's world. Mario? Oh. It's just Mario's world. He owns it. I am the god of this land.
This is like a property dispute between Mario and Smithy.
Yeah, right. Mario's actually the real tyrant. I'm gonna take this back. What? Oh god. Please, Smithy. Help. Okay, can't go down to any of these.
Nothing in any of those.
Alright. Now let's go back to Rosetown and get some head. You people owe me. Mario just struts in. Guess who's here? That's right, Mayor Mario.
Here to collect.
Here to collect, bitches.
Here's monthly donations. Oh my god.
I'm gonna be keeping Gino, FYI. See, Mom, this is the Gino I was talking about.
The mom just goes with it, and she's... But of course, it's like, okay, my son.
So, dude, speaking of Gino, the rumor mill is turning really hard that he's gonna make a Smash Brothers appearance as one of like the hidden DLC characters. Well, because things are finally so good again between Square and Nintendo, that it seems like they'd be willing to kind of acknowledge that this property exists again. Gino would be such a fun Smash character.
Oh my god, holy crap. Now see, I was hearing about this when, like, before the game came out, and they were still revealing, like, characters just in the main game.
Yeah.
And there, of course, there was, like, that Grinch leak, which I think I have video of myself being really disappointed. But when it came to the 5 DLC characters, I haven't heard Gino's name be tossed around in a while. I've been hearing, like, other rumors, and, like, there's been data miners there's been assumptions based off the names of stages and stuff that the data miners have come out.
Right.
Like based on Joker, and I think Joker's name is Jack.
Yes.
And all that stuff. So they've made assumptions about the future characters. And I don't think I've heard Gino with that, so that's really cool.
I've been hearing a lot of Gino, but all I
Sweet.
have to go off is like the comment section on YouTube, basically. But whatever. I'm downloading Joker when he comes out. Actually, I'm really
my
excited
God.
for that.
I'm really excited for that too.
I was so into Persona 5. I mean, I've told you this ad nauseum, but that game was probably like the most special RPG outside of The Witcher that I played this generation.
Yeah.
Hey, finger shot. Giggity.
And you're telling like it's just as much the high school aspect and the social aspect of it, as much as the fighting and RPG aspect of it.
In fact, probably more so. Like the actual battle system, I enjoy it, but it's nothing like so unique and revolutionary that like I ever thought myself thinking, wow, this really hasn't been done before. Because it has. But the story and the characters in that game, like it's one of those rare kind of games where you like actually do get sucked into the role of the protagonist and you like feel things for his friends and like the people that he encounters. So that was just a real special kind of game.
I still gotta play it. I mean, I'm a few hours into it, and then
like you haven't even scratched the surface.
Not played it in a while, and I don't want to get to a point where I feel like I have to restart it, and I feel like I could get to that point in a couple months.
Yeah, it really is like in a league of its own as far as like storytelling in a JRPG, because it kind of no one ever gave it the credit that it really deserved, I think, because it's so anime inspired. But like all of the promises that like the Mass Effect series kind of made, like your decisions matter, and like the way that people in the universe view you is directly linked to like how you interact with them in conversations, and that turned out to be like only kind of half true. In Persona 5, it's absolutely true. Like you suffer or are privileged based on like the way that you interact with characters. Like they'll learn new techniques for battle. Their relationship with you will deepen in different kinds of ways depending on how you talk to them, and you can like actually control how their character arcs play out depending on their relationship with the main character. So it was incredibly well done, and I give them a lot of credit for it.
To have that amount of variety and work put into a game that already, no matter how you play it, has so much story and voice acting and all that going for it already. It's like, damn.
And it's kind of crazy too, because like the world itself is basically kind of a series of sort of linear like sections of a map. But at the same time, like even though you don't have like an open world Tokyo to explore, you really get like so sucked into that world. It like there's this scene at the end of the game where you know how you get to you unpack the your bags in the attic that you have to live in for the year, and it's just kind of like this dingy rundown thing. Well, like there's like so much that happens in there between the characters that at the end of the game, like very minor spoiler, when he's like packing up and getting ready to leave that attic, like it's one of the most emotional scenes in the whole damn game, because a whole like year of his life has gone by in this place, and like it kind of is like this flashback to all the memories that you have there, and it's just wait till you play it. It's awesome.
Wow. That's kind of crazy, considering there's like literally not a lot up there.
No, and it grows. Like it gets more and more homey. Yeah.
I've noticed that you can interact with everything, and where I'm at, it's just like, it's a dirty bed, and here's a dusty thing.
Yeah, so by the end of it, you're gonna be like shedding a tear when he leaves it. It's awesome.
Wow.
But hey, this will be a conversation we're gonna have to continue next time on Play the Hits, buddy.
All right, sounds good, dude.
Yep. So this has been another episode of Mario. We're leaving Rosetown, and I think we're headed to Booster's Tower next, aren't we?
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, I think we're getting there. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Next time we get Bowser.
Next time on the Adventures of Aspu. See you then.
Aspu.